This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking for room, it's Peterson. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Lane. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Lane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The give on the inside. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The toss to the right. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're getting this guy lathered up. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third down, going up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. It's Arnold. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They believe they can run right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. And they got him for the sack.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This should be the last play of the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A 1st down for the offense. Looking for room at the 40. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On second down, he'll fire. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave him some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. They're going back to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. Shoots it to the left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lane. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Lane. Touchdown, Trojans. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the toss. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Quarterback moving. Got his man on the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Still on his feet at the 45. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man down the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra points splits the upright. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Sooners line up to punt it away.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
At the 45 on his way. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. With jet sweep pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, USC! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 13 over Texas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Pete.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Arnold. And that pass is intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Peterson. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
They'll try the run. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll give it to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
First down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
With the score, USC 14, Oklahoma 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's got it on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Now on second down. Give to the running back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They try to get it outside on the left. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. Delivers the contact. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Getting set for the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. On the move, it's Peterson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Good. The offense coughs it up. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Actually picked up yardage on the play.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Lane. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Field goal is good. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Fires to the right. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They've got the screen set up. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer.